What I try to do during these really bad storms is I try to find shelter. For example, where I'm going now, I'm going to see if I can park in a parking garage, and it'll be warmer in that parking garage than if I were just out exposed to the elements. And if that doesn't work, then I'm going to go back to the hospital, and I'll be inside. Then I won't even be in a garage, I'll be inside. There are people that are going to spend their nights tonight in this weather in their vehicles, but they're prepared for it. Some of them, got to be real careful here. Some of them have wood stoves, and they're prepared for it. I'm not prepared for this kind of weather.
Last night I spent in the hospital after the sleep study people didn't bother showing up or calling or notifying hospital staff. They just didn't show. And the hospital graciously let me stay the night. But now it's time to move on. And we have been dumped on. The highways are completely jammed up. I-70 is closed. They aren't letting anyone on at the Silverthorne exit. So I've got to find a place to go tonight. And, well, I'm really not prepared. There's probably not a single motel room available in the entire county based upon what's going on I-70.
Guard said at the hospital that I-70 is closed eastbound, and looking at the video, it looked to me like there was a pileup and traffic was having a hard time getting around that pileup. They say at Silverthorne that they would prevent me from getting on. So, and going westbound is a nightmare. Going over Vale Pass, another treacherous pass. So if I can't find shelter, then I'll go back to the hospital. That's all I can do.
So, I found the last spot in a parking garage. At least, I was out of the wind. I spent the night in 11-degree temps. I wasn't the only one to spend the night at 9,000 feet and 11 degrees. Others do it too, but I think they're a little more prepared. I'm more of a warm weather boondocker. I just don't like the cold. Well, it's a new day. The clouds have been out all night long, and I'm going to make a run for Denver. If I don't make it now, I'm going to be here a few more days. There's more snow coming in this afternoon. But for now, it all looks good. So let's give it a shot and see where we end up. When I stopped at the gas station, it looked like a lot of my fellow travelers had a deer in the headlights kind of look about them. Many of them, I'm sure, had the same problem I did. Where the heck are we going to stay for the night with the road closed? It's early in the morning and traffic is heavy. It's never this busy, this early on I-70. And so that tells me I'm not the only guy that slept in my car last night. A lot of people feel like, wow, we survived the blizzard of 2019. So I took a break in Georgetown. We were over the pass and through the tunnel and on the downhill run. So I felt like, well, for sure we're going to make this. No problem. The highway was beautiful. Very well plowed, no snow, very wet.
So the roads are beautiful, no problems. We're not going to have any troubles with these roads whatsoever. And just think about it, yesterday they were snow clogged and very dangerous, and accidents, and the road was closed. And by 3 o'clock this afternoon, there's another snowstorm rolling in. For those on the west slope, we're now on the east slope, but for those on the west slope, they're going to have another nasty road condition day to deal with, and likely the road will close again. And that's just the nature of I-70. It's a dangerous highway between, I would say, Georgetown and Silverthorne in Colorado. And so if you're traveling through here, be sure to make room, be watching your weather. When it turns icy, always stay off your brakes. Drive slowly. Let the other fool go by you, and then I've seen many people pass me up only to find themselves slipping and sliding, and sometimes in situations. And of course, we never want to see that, but I have seen it many times where people will wipe out right after racing by me on ice. And we don't want to have that happen to you. Well, I finally ended up in Denver, Colorado. I've only been gone for 2 nights, but it feels like I've been gone for a month. The weather was really a challenge, and I'm used to staying in my vehicle, but I'm not used to staying in my vehicle with that kind of blizzard conditions and the temperatures at 11 degrees. I'm just not used to it. But I did it. I survived, and it all worked out, and so I'm happy for that. What's to become of these very unprofessional sleep therapists? I don't know. I've been battling with this same sleep lab for almost a year now, really a year. And I'm just thinking, well, sometimes you throw things out to the universe and the universe says no. And maybe I need to just accept it. All of my doctors, my internist, my cardiologist, and my pulmonologist all want me to get this test done. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out, and what more can you do? We got to move on. I want to go to courtside and meet all of you guys, and I hope you're going to be at the RTR, and I want to forget about all these problems because I feel like I'm just waiting around for something to happen, and when I could be living, and I want to be living, and so that's kind of my choice. I'm going to call the doctor tomorrow and see what he recommends, but I'm not sure. How do you go back to the same people and trust them? I'm going to be sleeping there. How would I trust being in the same place that they are and having them watch over me for a night and feel like they're going to give me good, solid lab results? What's the point of it? It just seems really sketchy to me. So maybe that's not as positive an attitude as I should have, but that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. Tomorrow's a new day, and we'll see what happens. Well, this is Timothy Painter for the Van Life, wishing you all the best. If you like what you see, let's press that like button. And be sure to leave your comments. How would you like to camp out in 11 degrees and a blizzard?
But it's a challenge, you know. It's fun, but it isn't something I want to do every day. But how would you like to do that? And of course, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. The channel really survives on new subscriptions, and I really appreciate you guys joining me on my journeys. And while you're at it, hit the bell thingy so you get notified when I put up new videos. Well, I wish you all the very best of travels, and I hope you're finding the channel interesting. I'm trying to keep you pretty updated on what's going on, and well, we'll have some more adventures coming up really soon. Okay, bye-bye.